So, friends, for you, there was a video that came out yesterday on Sunday where the title already says, "No new all-time high, smart money is selling now." And to be honest, in that video, I showed you a few things that actually suggest a small peak for Bitcoin. We looked at the things, but it was really important to understand that from the halfway point of the video, we showed what things do not indicate a Bitcoin peak at all. And I think it's important to look at multiple sides here. And it's absolutely wrong what some people have written here in the comments. I've seen some comments where people are saying, "Debo, sometimes I just see people writing, yesterday you thought this, today you think that." Folks, I have only presented these theses from a venture capital firm, shown that they are partly right, but have shown you very clearly that I remain bullish. There are too many things that do not yet indicate a bull run peak. And that's why we're doing this video again today and talking about a few things, which is why I'm not just looking at the next month or two here in the crypto market, I'm looking at the whole picture. And trust me, it's extremely important to watch the video all the way to the end again today. I've shown you this graphic several times, indicating that we might see our cycle peak either in early 2025 or late 2025, or that it could all start to wind down by the end of 2024. And I think everything has been pushed back a bit, and we definitely need to talk about that. But first, I need your support, friends. You would really support me by liking and commenting on the video. I put a lot of work into this for you, so please give me something back, friends. Nevertheless, I was of the opinion that we would probably see our Bitcoin top in early 2025 and then the recession, and it now looks like that won't happen right at the beginning of 2025, but rather that it's going to be delayed a bit again. And many people were of the opinion that either we would see our Bitcoin peak at the beginning of 2025 or the whole thing would go downhill. And the voices are getting louder that this is it for the cycle now. Many think the cycle is slowly coming to an end. The thing is, something has changed here, because many were expecting a recession in early 2025, because there are simply indicators that have triggered, but there are also indicators from the Federal Reserve pointing to a recession, and you can clearly see that we're slowly starting to fall again, that the indicator is dropping again, and it looks to me like we're going to see a soft landing in the US economy. That would be extremely important and very positive for the stock and crypto markets, and if that is really the case now, that we are seeing a soft landing, then it is quite possible that this bull run will run through in one go, that we will simply have more and more stagnation phases, but that we would not see a huge crash here. Because fundamentally, I still believe that we will either see our peak in the first half of 2025 or at the end of 2025. I don't think it will happen in the middle of the year. If we don't see it in May, then it's more likely to happen in September 2020. I still stand by that opinion, but it's very positive that we probably won't see a recession after all. This is extremely important because just the fact that many were expecting us to go into a recession has left a lot of capital on the sidelines, and we have many anxious investors who will only enter the market when we can say for sure that we won't see a recession. That's why it would be a huge catalyst if it's finally confirmed that we're having a soft landing. And that's why I'm making this video today. Forget all these predictions that people are throwing around here. Check out this video, understand what's going on here. That's often much more important. We just had the biggest crypto hack ever. $1.5 billion was stolen from Bybit. And to be honest, how did the crypto market react? Actually quite relaxed. Sure, we've corrected a bit here, but in relation to the hack and what really happened, this is nothing at all. Just take a look at how relaxed and calm the crypto market has taken this. And that's why we're still completely in a bullish uptrend, in a bullish momentum, because only in a bull run does the market react so calmly to such negative news. What's also very positive is that Bybit is gradually buying back Ethereum, and that definitely keeps Bybit alive. And what's even crazier is that this whole thing is a huge warning signal to the banks, because if we had seen a $1.5 billion hack at a German bank or a savings bank, the bank would have first frozen withdrawals, they would have involved the government, investigations would have been launched, and it would have taken years to uncover anything, while competitors would have gained an advantage here. How did this happen at Bybit? The CEO went live immediately, reported on it, kept people informed, and you could deposit and withdraw the whole time. Very transparent. Competitors have partially supported the exchange. Many in the crypto market have come together and supported Bybit. The industry itself has been following the whole thing and quickly found out who was behind the hack. So you can see that compared to real banks, our crypto exchanges are already much further along, much more modern. And this is extremely important, and it's actually a huge positive signal for the entire market because you can really see how modern everything is operating. Crypto is simply the future because you can track everything better here and you can act much more cleverly. And please take a look at this. Donald Trump wants to go to Fort Knox, with Elon Musk now, where the USA supposedly keeps its gold reserves, to strengthen the dollar. but they also hold gold reserves from Germany, France, and many other countries there. But there hasn't been an audit in over 60 years. So, to be completely honest, very, 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 very likely the gold probably isn't there as it should be. As one might think, there will probably be significantly less gold there. If Donald Trump and Elon Musk reveal this now, it would be the best thing that could happen for the crypto market. Because if the US government had bought Bitcoin instead of gold, we regular citizens would have had insight every time and would have seen directly if they had sold Bitcoins here. This drama that Trump wants to resolve is extremely positive for the crypto market. Because I'm sure there will be less gold there than we can imagine. Just like we see, the Bitcoin State Reserve is slowly taking shape. Its course, slowly but surely it's starting. More and more states have voted in favor, and we only have 2 states that have distanced themselves from it so far. Otherwise, all the states are in favor of a Bitcoin State Reserve. And you have to imagine what kind of prices we could see here if the USA says, hey, every year $200 billion are going into the Bitcoin State Reserve for security. I'm saying it like it is. If that were to happen, more and more other countries would follow suit. That would lead us to completely different price targets here. I promise you that, but in my opinion, that's the next huge catalyst. Bank of America has said that they will implement crypto, and above all, integrate crypto payments into their transactions when there is reasonable regulation in place. And Donald Trump is currently involved in that, so you can see that everything in the USA is moving extremely positively towards crypto. And do you really think it would go down like that if the big players wanted to end all of this in 2 months? Do you think they would set that up? Do you think they would start the state reserve here? Every state has to vote on it, and so on. Then you implement that. You really think they would do that so that it's all over in a month or 2? You can't seriously believe that. Do you think it's going to be over soon? While we've seen the biggest increase in whales holding over 100 Bitcoin and more, look at the increase. Here, our entire history is shown, and in orange, we had a rise for years in terms of Bitcoin addresses holding over 100 Bitcoin. As a result, we spent years just declining here. But now look at this upswing. Among the whales, the smart money, who hold over 100 Bitcoin. These are the people who are really investing millions, and they've been really aggressive in the last few months. Bought Bitcoin? Do you think they just buy Bitcoin at $100,000? So, you think they buy Bitcoin at $100,000? Because they expect it to be over in a month or 2, while on the other hand, we have less Bitcoin on the exchanges than ever before. The Bitcoin supply on the exchanges is massively decreasing, and we have less and less on the exchanges, which ultimately creates a huge scarcity. Through the Bitcoin ETFs, over 5% of the total Bitcoin supply is already held. BlackRock, Vanguard, and all the other ETF providers are making a killing here. A golden nose? Do you really think they want to end this? Do you really think they don't want to keep it going while we have 3 times the trading volume compared to 2021? These days we have so much leverage in the market. Do you really think the market makers are going to let this slip by? They're going to try to prolong this crypto market, this crypto bull run for as long as possible to extract as much capital as they can. They're not stupid. They know exactly what they're doing. We're seeing these stagnation phases happening more and more often now. But in relation to the past, we're not really correcting as drastically as in the last cycles. These stagnation phases are getting shorter, and these short explosion phases are becoming more aggressive. That's how things are running in our crypto market these days. And that's very clear because these big players are now steering the crypto market, because it just doesn't make sense to me to say that it's all over in a few weeks. While we see that institutions keep accumulating, while we've seen the whales have been accumulating as aggressively as ever before. While we've also seen that Michael Saylor accumulating Bitcoin at $101,000, and with that he's also destroying his average price. Do you think that's fun too? Do you really think he'll buy Bitcoin at over $100,000? One, because he thinks the party will be over in 2 months. Definitely not. And that's something you need to understand here. It doesn't matter what so-and-so says. Look at the statistics. Look at what the big players in the market are doing. It is not without reason that this is how it is done. There's a reason why everything is currently being prepared in America for the state reserve. We had the biggest crypto hack ever, and the market reacted so calmly. I'm asking you, friends, this is really extremely positive. Thank you very much for watching. You know what to do.